team. The blizzard is here.
We are right in the middle of it. The heart of the storm is moving in now.
The shore getting slammed by heavy surf.
And just a few miles inland, we're ready to measure the snow in feet.
It's a ghost town in Boston.
And some people who live by the water are being told to get out.
It's 11 o'clock. And from Worcester to the North Shore, through Boston, and down to the Cape, the night team is all over Blizzard 2013.
7 News at 11 starts with the worst of the storm tearing through New England right now. This is a live look at Nahant, just past high tide. The wind and snow now unrelenting.
Further inland in Foxborough, now this is just one of the jackpot areas. They're expecting 2 feet, maybe more, of snow by the time this storm is over.
That won't be anytime soon, though. Boston shut down, roads closed. As the snow kicks into high gear and the visibility is tough, it is going to pile up overnight. We thank you for staying with us this evening. Hope you're okay. As bad as it's been, the worst of this storm is just starting.
Yeah, it is simply not safe to be outside, and in some cases, inside isn't really great either. We are learning that more than 250,000 homes are in the dark tonight.
And breaking news in Waltham. One of the reasons the highways and roads have been shut down in the storm, a tractor trailer has rolled over on 128 in Waltham. Police and rescue crews are there trying to clear it from the road and check for any potential injuries.
And here's a look at that monster storm that is just simply hanging over us right now. Most of the snow hasn't even hit us yet. It will fall overnight and then into early tomorrow morning.
In the near hurricane force winds that blow, 7 News is out in the middle of it. We have our crews fanned all over Massachusetts, but let's begin this hour with our weather team and Chief Meteorologist Pete Bouchard.
Long duration storm, we talked about that, and it continues to roll in off the ocean.
7 News at 11 starts now. Tonight on 7, after tragedy, triumph.
It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions.
A city lifted up by a team that started from the bottom, rising to the top. Standing strong. Boston strong.
And here's a live look at Fenway Park tonight, where the rolling rally will get started this Saturday. Duck boats leave from Fenway, head into the city for a celebration we will never forget. Hey, it's only been hours. Boston is still buzzing after the big Sox win.
A lot of energy still, fans still fired up. The whole city is ready to throw a huge party. And, you know, we're rolling back to 2004 when the duck boats splashed into the Charles River. The parade on Saturday will follow that same route.
And it's a banner year for the Sox. Check it out. Look at the side of this building. Doesn't this look great? Team put up the 2013 World Series Championship banner outside of Fenway to join the others this afternoon.
Sweet sight. The night team is all over the biggest story in Boston. First up, details on the big parade happening this weekend. So let's get right out to 7's Amanda Grace live at Fenway. Amanda.
Adam, 24 duck boats will begin their journey down Boylston Street from right here. Is a big thank you to Red Sox Nation.
7 News at 11 starts now. Tonight on 7, an accused terrorist in court. Victims face to face with Shohar Tsarnaev.
I actually felt sick to my stomach. Kind of had like a smirk on his face, which, you know, was kind of upsetting.
Tonight, the emotional moments and what's next for the man accused of carrying out the Boston Marathon bombing.
With his arm in a cast, his face swollen, but showing no expression, Shohar Tsarnaev pled not guilty to all of the charges against him.
That courtroom, by the way, was jam-packed. More than 100 people were in there to catch a glimpse of Tsarnaev, many of them victims of the bombing and their families. Outside of court, a massive show of support. Officers from the MIT Police Department stood in front of the courthouse wearing Collier-strong bracelets. The Tsarnaevs accused of killing Officer Sean Collier during the manhunt for the Boston bombing suspects.
And we did see some members of the Tsarnaev family also at the courthouse. This is video of his sisters, 2 of them, leaving the court with their faces covered. One sister was heard crying in court, and she told Shohar Tsarnaev, "I love you." Night team has big story coverage of his day in court. We have reaction from some of the bombing victims who saw him for the first time today. But let's get started with 7's Steve Cooper. He was in that courtroom for the entire hearing. Steve.
Kim, surreal. That is how everyone inside the courtroom was sort of describing this.
Now, from the night team, Brady and Manning, a superstar showdown.
This is like the buzz before a heavyweight championship fight.
And here we go.
And the return of a familiar face, Wes Welker, back in Foxborough.
3rd and 5, and over the middle, it's caught by Welker.
Big names making big plays in a big showdown at Gillette.
Gave it to Bolden, and he is in.
And tonight, it's a big win as the Patriots come out on top. 7 is live in Foxborough for the battle with the Broncos. This is a late edition of 7 News at 11.
The Patriots wowing the home crowd tonight. What a win in Foxborough. First, the Pats punted away late in overtime, but a Broncos player touches it, and New England recovers. Then a few plays later, Steven Gostkowski, with ice in his veins, nails the short field goal to end it. Patriots beat the Denver Broncos 34-31. Pats down early because of those costly fumbles. They went scoreless in the first half, but this was the turning point. Tom Brady throwing a bomb to Danny Amendola for a big gain. In fact, that play set up this Rob Gronkowski touchdown, closing the gap, bringing the Pats to within 3 points. And you can see just how big that drive was. Brady and Gronk all gronked up after that score. And that's a good thing, because then the Pats weren't even done.
Once they started rolling, they were hard to stop. In the next series here, Brady finds Julian Edelman for another touchdown. The Patriots taking over the lead and never looking back. A huge comeback from the Pats. For more, let's go live to Foxborough. 7 Sports Director Joe Amorsino is there with a look at this big win. Joe?
All right, there was just a handful of people here at Gillette Stadium who decided to get on Route 1 and head home. We watched the lights go at halftime. Big mistake.
Now at 11, 7 News Storm Force coverage. Homes on edge, water rushing through, and snow piling high.
Beachfront properties in danger of being swept out to sea.
Dig in. The snow is really stacking up.
Frustration spilling over as people on the coast deal with another high tide.
Plus, what happened and what caused this monster storm to stall?
It's 11 o'clock, and the night team starts right now.
And first here at 11, incredible pictures from Plum Island. This house slipped off of its foundation, landing just inches from the water. Beach erosion, a huge concern for people living there. This home is just teetering, held up by a couple of boulders on the beach. Fortunately, no one was inside.
Here's Weymouth now, where, like so many places, they are digging out of a lot of snow. Weymouth is one of the hardest hit areas. Not just the amount of snow, but the kind of snow. It's wet and it's heavy, making it very tough to move. So the storm is finally out of here, but it hung around so long, and we'll be seeing the effects for a while.
And for some, this was worse than the blizzard we had last month, especially on the coast, like here in Truro, where heavy flooding and beach erosion was a major concern. Dangerous conditions on the beach out there today.
In Hull, the high tide combined with high winds did damage as the ocean slammed into the seawall today. A lot of people evacuated, and they will be returning home to find flooded neighborhoods. From the battered coast to the places socked by nearly 2 feet of snow, night team is fanned out across the Bay State. First, let's go to 7's Susan Tran. She's on Plum Island, where we've been watching this house all day. Unbelievable that it's still sort of standing.
Kim, isn't it incredible that this house is just precariously tilting right over there? Now, we are well.
Also tonight, a flash, then a smash. A fireball meteor sets off a sonic boom, shaking Russia and the world. Tonight, it's a real-life skyfall.
That fire in the sky caused panic all over Russia. More than 1,000 people were hurt in the damage done by the blast. And the timing here couldn't have been more frightening, as a massive asteroid gives the Earth a close shave. Let's go to 7's Krista Delkamp. She's in Brookline with more.
And they are keeping a very close eye on this asteroid here at this.
Now from the night team, beware of the bear.
Bergeron shots.
The Bruins claw their way back.
Marchand to Bergeron, the drive save, rebound is loose. Sagan kicks it loose. Bergeron scores!
Now it's up to you, New York, to try and stop the Thriller Bees.
Oh, it'll never get old. That unbelievable comeback as the Bruins made history last night. And now we're waiting for the next chapter in the next round of the playoffs. Sports Director Joe Amorsino is here with more on the Bruins.
All right, the Bruins waking up this morning just like the rest of us and saying, did that really happen? Last night's...
Now on 7, the Blackhawks get served some humble pie. Bruins keep calm and Berger on. We're halfway there. It's another shot at the cup.
Not that you're counting right, but 2 more wins away from hoisting their second Stanley Cup in 3 years. But the Bruins are not getting too ahead of themselves. 7 Sports Director Joe Amorosino is here with more. Joe.
The Bruins seizing control of their home ice, and I mean every inch of it.
Now, from the night team.
The storm has cleared out.
Now the cleanup begins.
Trees down, power's out, and it could be a while before it's back on.
Snow by the foot, piling high.
And clearing it out could save your life.
This blizzard made it into the record books, and now there might be another problem on the way.
Plus, having a ball. It's a fun fight night in the city.
The night team is all over Blizzard 2013.
First on 7 News at 11, we're seeing a lot of that tonight. Trees are down, and for many, the power is out.
Sky 7 HD over Logan Airport earlier tonight. They're still shut down, but crews are hard at work clearing the way. Massport says that they want to have at least 1 runway open tonight, all day, all over New England. People have just been digging out.
And there is still a lot of work to do. This blizzard left us roughed up. Wild waves pounded the coast, splashing over seawalls. The surf was roaring, and the shoreline took a beating.
In many places, that surf brought a flood of trouble. This is video from Scituate. Look at this, folks. High tide mixed in with the heavy rain and the snow and turning roads into rivers.
Another look outside, this with our traffic tracker live. Driving ban lifted this afternoon, but the warning remains: if you don't have to go out, do not. And here are the latest power numbers. They are improving. Still, more than 300,000 homes and businesses don't have electricity and heat tonight. That can be dangerous as temperatures drop.
Well, the night team is covering every angle of this blizzard for you tonight. We have crews fanned out all over the Bay State. We're going to start, though, tonight in Marshfield. That's where a massive tree came crashing down. 7's Adam Harding reporting live now.
And Reed and Kim, you'll see pieces of the trees really everywhere, no matter where you drive in Marshfield.